Hey, what's up everybody? It's Christopher, aka the Bronze Age Nerd, and in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about a comic swap that I went to last weekend, the Frankenstein comic swap. So I was excited to get down and check out some comic books. I ended up going down with Big B McFly, the comic book guy, who is my co-host on Best Coast Comics now, and it was really cool to get a chance to spend some more time with him, and I'm glad that he offered to drive us down there. I kind of met him. We live somewhat close to each other. So I met him, we drove down together, had a chance to talk. I get along with him. I think we have some similar tastes and some similar interests, and it really helps. So it was fun to get a chance to spend some time with him and to go down and see some comic books. So I'll be going over my haul from this comic book swap in a little bit, but I do also want to talk about some of the experience of going. The swap takes place at the Lloyd Center Mall in Portland, Oregon, which is kind of a half-dead mall. It's funny, I actually used to manage a toy store inside this mall, so it is weird going back to it. When we arrived, the parking spot was labeled just for us. Yeah, they knew we were coming. To have the full Portland experience, don't worry, the elevator did smell like poop. In fact, I think it was covered in poop. Anyways, once we got to the comic show, it was a lot of fun. Hey, what's up everybody? Bronze Age Nerd, Big B McFly. We're here at the Frankenstein comic swap in Portland, Oregon at the Lloyd Center Mall. And I'm gonna go check out some comics. You excited?
Yeah, see what kind of trouble we can get into.
Hell yeah, lots of trouble. All right, stay tuned. We'll have some shots from inside and see you in there. It was only $1 to get in, and there were a lot of comic vendors there. I wanted to pretty much immediately go find another friend of the channel, somebody I've met up with before, Dan from Dan's X-Men Comics. He was sharing a booth with Cordy, that's Cordy like a keyboard, Cordy Comics, and they were sharing a booth at the show.
Hey everybody, we're here at the Frankenstein Comic Swap. I am here with, you probably remember Dan from Dan's X-Men Comics?
Yes, hello.
Cordy over here, how's it going?
Howdy.
Okay, so we got some cool books. I got a booth set up here. I already picked up some stuff. Just checking it out. They got some great deals on some stuff here. Just wanted to show you the kind of selection they got. And we're going to ask you, how's the show going for you guys so far?
Really well.
Really well?
Yeah, really happy.
You meeting our goals and all that kind of stuff? Surpassing. And it's still just early on in the show, too, so how's the show going for you? Is this your
really
first
good.
show?
My first show.
That's
my
awesome.
first show. So that feels really good. I have also met my my goal, and let's see where we can go from here. But it is very hard to let go of some of these. Yeah. Because they're all the comics I love, you know?
You're basically selling from your personal collection, right?
Absolutely, yes.
It's kind of the same for you? Is it stuff you kind of picked up to sell, but also personal collection?
Yeah.
it's
Duplicate
very tough.
issues or stuff that I'm like, why did I buy this? Or, you know, yeah.
100%. Well, I'm glad to hear it's been a good show. You guys got some great stuff here.
Thank you.
This show happens several times a year, so if you guys swing by, make sure you check these gentlemen out and all their fun stuff they have here. A lot of good key books.
Appreciate you.
Have a good show, guys.
See ya, man.
We walked around for a little bit, and then at this time, we noticed a bunch of scoundrels walking around. Travis from Comics with Bueller came up and gave us a hard time. We said hi to him, and then we ran into a bunch of people from that area that are on YouTube. You might know, like Sleepy Reader 666, Damien, he was there. See Agu in the chats, he was there. That's awesome. And I was very happy to see Jen from Comic Books Will Break Your Heart. And we did talk to her a little bit at the show as well.
Hey everybody, we're here at the Frankenstein Comic Swap, and I ran into Jen from Comics Will Break Your Heart. So just wanted to say hi real fast. How's your show going so far?
Good. I went downstairs. I picked up some Swamp Thing comics for $1 a piece.
Right on.
So I had to buy them.
Yeah, a lot of great deals here so far. It's really cool for the community to come out, run into all kinds of people over here at the swap meet. So awesome to say hi to you again. Everybody go check out Comics Will Break Your Heart and follow her on Instagram for follow her updates. We'll see you in the next one.
By the way, one of the artists at the show, Ray Johnson, aka Hardline Ray, donated a signed print to Bigby, and he decided that it was a good idea for us to raffle that off. I totally agreed. We're raffling that off right now for Jen. If you donate at least $10, just hit us up in a DM. You can DM me if you want to, and we'll get your name on a raffle. On the next episode of our Best Coast Comic Show, we're giving that away. I ended up going out to lunch with a bunch of those guys. It was a lot of fun. I was itching to get back to the show, though, because I hadn't really picked up a ton of comics, and I wanted to pick up some stuff. So speaking of that, let's talk about some of the stuff I picked up. I have this all in like alphabetical order now, so it's not really in the order I picked it up at the show, because I'm getting ready to put it into my comic books. But first up, I got ASM 124. comic book that I've been looking for a while, so I'm really happy to have a copy of that. I'm kind of trying to complete all the early Venom stuff. I think I'm pretty much only missing ASM 316 from the stuff that I care about, but I did get ASM 315 from QWERTY. Very nice looking copy of that. You know, some quick stuff. First cameo of Abigail Brand. Did get, this is not a great copy. There's some water damage, unfortunately, but first Scott Lang. First Immortal Hulk. This was a cool spot by Big B. He pointed this one out to me. I didn't see it in the section I was looking in, but that's the holiday special. Really cool comic book. I'm glad I have a copy of that. Early appearance of Harley Quinn. Chaos Quarterly. There you go. Very cool. This is probably actually my favorite pickup of the show, or pretty darn near the top of the list. Did get a copy of, I apologize if I script the pronunciation, but Cheval Noir, Dave Stevens' Greatness. Let's see if YouTube likes that. And, oh yeah, I had a great time picking this up too. I've got a couple signed comic books. This one is Clerks the comic book, which I have a copy of this, but I don't have a copy signed by Kevin Smith and Jim Mahfood. So that is really cool. Very excited to have that. Just had to get some Cyclops comics. Shout out to X-Men 97. Neil Adams, New Fantastic Four team. I had the issue before this. I didn't have this one, which this cover to me was what I associate with the New Fantastic Four team, but had to grab that. The vendor I got that from, that was his first ever comic show. That was really cool. FF358, there's a nice little key there. I got it for a good price, but it's also not super desirable these days. The spec is dead on it, kind of. But it was $1, I think, or $2 or something like that. This was $1.50. It's a little rough, but it's first Zartan. My only copy of that is signed now. I didn't have G.I. Joe Yearbook #1, so I grabbed that. Same thing was like $1.50. It's a newsstand too, which is kind of neat if you care about that. Another copy of the first Amanda Waller. I've got a few of those now. This is a nice little book. It's the Venom Wolverine crossover. One of the two-parters from the MCP series. Just in time for Easter, we did get a first appearance of the White Rabbit. So I can't wait to post that on Easter. Secret Wars #1. Nice looking copy of that. That was really cool to get. Another one that I looked at, and Big B kind of convinced me to pull the trigger on it, just because it's a fun book for $6 Million Man. I was actually just talking about the $6 Million Man right before the show, so yeah, kind of had to do that. This is I think it's the second print of #3, second or third print, can't remember off the top of my head, of TMNT. Also got that for a few dollars. Had to get this, probably going to be a future booty cover of the week. Vampirella. Also signed too, by the way, I should point out. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I think that's Kurt Busiek, actually, that signed that. This is a comic book I've been looking for a while. Definitely happy to knock this one off my list. Again, another one I got from QWERTY, X-Men 112. And this is an upgrade copy for me of X-Men 140. And then this was a couple bucks, just fun little book. I think this one's actually from Dan of Dan's X-Men Comics. I really wanted to get a comic that was his. I think he gave it to me for $1, but first onslaught, depending on how you count it. So I think this event used to be quarterly, and I believe they've gone to a twice-a-year format. The next one will be in October, I believe. So if you're in that kind of area, I would recommend checking it out. I got some cool books, nothing major or super huge, but I also didn't spend a ton of money. Getting an in-demand, high-grade Dave Stevens book right now is a little hard. So I'm glad I was able to work out a nice deal on that book. That's probably my pickup of the show. I've been looking to pick up kind of the other non-Planet Comics Dave Stevens books that I don't have already. So that was very high on the list, so that was cool. I just had fun getting out and talking to comic book fans and being around comic book people. The overall vibe there was extremely positive, very welcoming, and I love that. I also love my channel members, so thank you so much to all my channel members. You guys really help support me when it comes to getting a chance to go out and doing stuff like this, so I really appreciate that. Thank you. If you want to consider becoming a channel member, there is an option down below. Other than that, I got plenty of reading material ahead of me, so I'm going to enjoy reading some of these comic books and checking them out in a little bit more detail, sharing them on my Instagram, stuff like that. And I just want to remind you, as always, hey, 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 hey. read comics every day.